folks, this is Tony Aguilar. I had to do some errands yesterday and got me going around town and checked out a couple stores and picked up some cool things for the hobby, and maybe you guys want to check out what they are. So we'll just kind of go through them here quickly. I went into our friendly neighborhood dollar store, and one thing that I pick up from time to time is these. It's just our frames that I use for the awards that I give out for our DVA tournaments. You know, hey, I spend a whole $1 on them each, but sometimes they're out of them, and this is all I use. I print out the stuff on through Walgreens, and when you're all done, you have a nice looking plaque. So this is just a something that I do in PowerPoint. Print it out through Walgreens, and you attach it to a dollar store frame. Boom, you've got a nice award for any event that you may be hosting. So I was out of those, so I go through maybe a dozen, 15 of these a year, so I needed to restock on those. Got limited space here, so we're just going to move these guys to the side. I know, real exciting doing frames. Also, if I'm going to hop around here a little bit, because the other things are kind of related to all the same subject. I had gone to, as you guys know, I've been getting back into doing Gaslands and doing modifying cars. And one of the things I was looking to get that I didn't have, since it's multiple pieces, it seems like these are multiple assemblies, is a way to be able to attach some of the pieces all together. You have to paint them separately and then attach them at a later point. And one of the things I was looking is to get one of these, and they're called helping hands. And basically it's just a couple alligator clips weighted down. You can position them in different places. And I decided to go to the Hobby Lobby and pick this up. It's really inexpensive, especially when you use one of their 40% off coupons. It's only $9.99, and it also comes with a loop as well, which actually was attached here. I took it out. I don't think I'm going to be using that. It just adds more extra weight. You're dealing with die-cast parts, and it becomes an issue with it being top-heavy. And just to kind of give you an example, what we're dealing with here is, let's say you're painting up this guy right here, okay? And you've got different parts to it. You might want to be painting the interior. You don't want to touch any of this stuff, okay? So you can just clip that on. And let's say you are, come on, dude. I'm gonna take these windows out, okay? And let's say you're painting this up. You can grab something that's not going to be visible. Okay. And then you can position this however you want. I tend to paint, oh, look at that. I'm still having a little bit of teething troubles with it. There we go. Getting nice and tight. I tend to paint with my wrist supported on the table. So I tend to paint low. So this allows you pretty much to go however you want. And you can also, if you're working on a part of this vehicle, you can loosen this up and turn it however you want, and then re-tighten it up. There's probably more expensive ones that maybe work a little bit better, but I think for $10 plus and 40% off, you really can't beat this. So I was really happy with that. I've already used it, and it was one of those things that I was wondering, why didn't I get one of these 20 years ago? So anyhow, I'm really happy with this little thing, helping hands. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. So we put that away. Another thing I picked up while I was at Hobby Lobby was I had to restock on this red paint. I've actually gone through one of these, and this is just a flat red. Picked that up, been meaning to. And I watched a video this week on using glazes. So I wanted to pick up the this Vallejo glaze medium. I'm going to try to do maybe some of that. Maybe try that on an animal. I saw a video that this week that kind of inspired me, so going to give that a shot. I also picked up one of these. One of the people online mentioned that for a cup holder here, you can take this apart, cut it out, and then you've got some netting to put over windows and stuff like that on vehicles. So $1, you can use lots of, you can probably do a lot of vehicles with this. So I figured I'd give that a shot. Okay. That was from the dollar store. And then while I was in the dollar store, of course, I had to check out and see what kind of vehicles they had. Mainly for parts. I wanted to do some construction vehicles for Rams and stuff. And I picked up these three guys right here. Now, we're going to have to adjust this. There we go. So we have a little bit less glare. And we've got a tractor here with the, I don't know if I even have a use for the back tractor part, but definitely like that plow. That's something that we're going to be able to add to one of the vehicles for that. We also have, I had to grab this thing. This is definitely a redneck country bumpkin type of vehicle. We're going to be, now I'll end up, is I repaint all my stuff. So all these graphics and stuff will take that off. I've been doing that with Citrus Strip. Been really happy with that material that doesn't really smell at all. You still want to wear gloves, but we'll take all that off, strip it and everything. So this is a Nova Wagon Gasser is what they call this one. Does this one have a first name here? So you guys can search for it in case you like this. This is called MBX Digger. Pretty much everything's available on, well, these are recent ones, but if you go on eBay, just about every vehicle is available. Even things that have been out of production a long time, and they're really pretty affordable other than the shipping. Nobody wants to pay for shipping, but that's just a factor. And then this one right here, this is, oh, I didn't realize it was called the Poop King. Yeah, well, we're going to have fun with this because I've got actually another vehicle that has, is the toilet bowl. So it's going to go with these guys. It's got a couple of porta potties back here. Hopefully they, we might not even use them with this vehicle. We're going to definitely have a use for the porta potties. If nothing else, you can put them on the side of the raceway, and get extra points for running into them. Anyhow, and then you can have fun with that thing. Okay, so that's where I was going, and then I decided to stop at across the street at a Dollar General, and little did I know that Dollar General had a $1 Matchbox vehicles, and they were buy one get one free. So, of course, I had to pick some up. So now these are only 50 cents a piece. Again, I had really no intention of buying any of this stuff, but I just couldn't leave this here. So we've got more parts here. This is a load lifter from Matchbox. And again, this has got a pokey thing on there. We'll get good use for that. Probably put that on another vehicle. Also have mini dozer. It's got another plow on the front there. Should be able to, I don't know, this would be pretty cool to get a figure. I've got aftermarket figures and stuff, and he'd fit in there pretty nicely. So we may actually use this guy as a tracked vehicle, but hard to say. Little Mini Cooper here. Have some fun with that. Maybe put something extremely large on this tiny vehicle. Well, it's Matchbox. I think the Hot Wheels are all 1/64. Matchboxes are all individual scale, so the smaller vehicles tend to actually be in a larger scale. If serves me right, if I remember correctly, this one is 151. Okay, so this is 1 to 151 scale instead of 1/64. But Gasland's a game that you just can kind of use whatever you want. It's not stuck on scale so much. So yeah, Matchbox vehicles, the smaller vehicles tend to be bigger, and the larger vehicles tend to be smaller, just to kind of work them in the scale. Like for instance, both of these vehicles are obviously not in the same scale to each other. This is 1 to 51. And the Poop King actually doesn't say, but it's probably closer to like 1/87th scale, like HO scale. It's pretty close to an HO scale vehicle. But anyhow, it actually says made in Thailand and has a cute little elephant there. I didn't know that. Huh? Pretty neat. And then, of course, I saw this, and I'm like, this has all kinds of opportunities to it. It's like well, they're calling it a Swamp Commander. So, yeah, we definitely need to have some rednecks in there for sure. Some crazy rednecks for, but it's got the wheels that fold up, and it's a boat. So I'm sure we're going to have the wheels folded down, but definitely have some kind of amphibious vehicle. And it looks like it's been terrorized by kids in the store before I even got a hold of it. So hey, let's take a look at it and see what the wheels can do. Can you pop them down? I don't know. You may not be able. You can't pop them down. They're stuck up. But there's little rollers here, so it'll still move. So that's this should be a cool little vehicle to convert there. And anyhow, so that's really what brought in yesterday. I didn't spend a whole lot of money, but I got a whole lot of stuff. So hopefully this is something you guys found interesting. Please like and subscribe to see some more of my videos and other projects going on. And we'll catch you on the next one.